Perspectives, which is a series of inspiring conversations with remarkable working women. If you want to see more perspectives, you can go to my website, katiekempner-perspectives.com. And right now, I am very lucky to be joined by Amanda McAllister, Senior Director of Microsoft Advertising.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm excited to be here.
Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
And you can't see right now, but she has on my dream shoes. Which, as a major working woman, should I even be obsessing about the shoes? It feels
yes,
wrong.
Absolutely. That's actually one of my career tips. Gap on Gucci. If you have fabulous shoes, nobody else cares about the rest of your clothes.
And get your nails done.
I get my toenails done. I don't actually do my nails.
Because you're doing the whole shoe
I'm
thing.
directing traffic downstairs.
So tell me a little bit about your career.
Well, I've been at Microsoft for 20 years.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's been, you could say Microsoft is one of my relationships. But every year I re-up my commitment and I make sure that what Microsoft is giving me is what I'm getting from them. And I've loved it. It's a company that's allowed me to try different things. I was in engineering. I have been in Microsoft Research and now in marketing. And it's a company that allows women to kind of live their own lives, really adapt to technology and work from home, play from work, shop from work. So it's been great at helping me kind of balance my life and grow my career at the same time.
So can you go into that a little bit more about women working at Microsoft and how they allow them to have their lives? Because I think that's what everybody's looking for, working women.
Yeah. Well, Microsoft's a big company, so there are pockets of culture everywhere. But I have found that, as a technology innovator, they really want everyone to adapt to the technology kind of as the bleeding edge. And so it's great for women. You think about, honestly, the lines between work and play and mothering and being at work are really blurred at this point. So I am literally texting with my daughter's teacher at the same time that I'm in a meeting. And why not? If I can multitask, then that's great. I've taken care of work and I'm still participating there. Whereas I can also take my daughter swimming in the middle of the day during the summer, but I'm also managing calls and managing my inbox. And nobody knows where I am and nobody really cares because the work gets done and I get to spend time with my family. And Microsoft's been great about that.
Well, I remember actually, I asked you if I could bring this up. I remember a party that we were at in Cannes where we were talking. Actually, you were talking to my new husband at the time. And you were saying, my kids are back with my mom in the hotel. And here we are at this party and you have your mom there and your kids there and this work event. So is that one of the ways that you find you're able to balance things?
I have developed a support system. And I should say support systems. So what I've done is at work, I've surrounded myself with really good people. And I try to keep the caliber high. And I also have a lot of women that work for me. So it's an interesting dynamic of balancing it all. But really, my husband and my parents have been an amazing resource to me. I have a 5-year-old and I have a 2.5-year-old. And so that Cannes was my first day back at work after my maternity leave.
Oh, you're kidding me.
And I had to convince my whole family to come to the south of France. But I really, I couldn't leave a 5-month-old and I couldn't miss Cannes. So it was this nice opportunity. And again, Microsoft was great and everybody at Cannes was great because, it's 3 a.m. and I'm like, I gotta go home. I have a baby that's waking up in 20 minutes. So it was actually a really interesting experience.
Well, you talked about having a leadership team of women. Is there one piece of advice that you have for women starting out or that you share with your team that has guided you through your career?
I don't know that it's guided me through my career, but the one thing that I tell all of my mentees is don't ask for permission from a company or a boss on how to live your life. So think of it in the way that people say, should I get pregnant? Is this the right time? Can I go home? Can I work from home? You just need to do it. You need to put yourself in an environment where you can do it if you're restricted to that. But I find so many women are asking permission. And this is your life. You should be telling people how you want to lead it. and live it.
That's such great advice, but I just want to just expound on that one little bit.
Yeah.
So it's one thing for someone who's a little bit more senior to be like, okay, this is how I want to live my life. But what about for somebody more junior? I mean, does that same advice go in the same way?
Absolutely. So for the last 15 years, I have done no meeting Fridays and work from home on Fridays because I'm allergic to traffic. And on Friday afternoons, I just want to get home. I have never asked permission, but I go in every day. I'm extremely dependable. People know my brand. They know what they're going to get out of me. Hard worker, honest, I deliver. And as a result, no manager has ever really known that I work from home, except for maybe now.
Sorry.
But
She's not asking permission.
I'm not asking permission. But I work from home and I don't take meetings. Now that allows me flexibility to take a meeting or to go into the office. But as a rule, I need that time to be more successful. And literally, I've worked at Microsoft for 20 years. I've done it for 15. And I have worked for people that didn't approve of working from home, if you can believe that. They wanted to see the whites of your eyes for culture.
Yeah.
But I went in and I established myself and I worked hard. And no one missed me because my work was there and my presence was there.
Well, you've done an amazing job, and it's a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, and thanks for doing this. I think this is great.
Thank you.
A great resource for all.
And thank you. Come back soon because we have a couple more great guests for Perspectives. Thanks.